Hello everyone, today I wanted to talk a little bit about the images before me. As you can tell, they are beautiful, and the funny thing is that actually none of them are handmade. They're all made from artificial intelligence. Today I'm going to talk about AI art, especially and specifically MidJourney, and how to use it and get it set up. And this is made in July of 2022, so things might change in the future, so keep that in mind in case things don't work out exactly as you see. So first thing first is that I obviously want to show you how to use it, and it's incredible. Look at these images and see that they're all done by imagination. They're done by actually using text prompts or descriptions, being very descriptive in order to get and direct this AI to where you want it to go. And along the way, I want to talk about you know maybe how to use it best, etc. So let's just get started. First thing first, this is going to be something that you would need Discord for. So for instance, if you don't have Discord, this is what it looks like. You can download it for Mac or PC. It's almost like old school chat rooms where you had different rooms where you can go into and talk to people. This is my good friend. He has a photography channel. And also on the left-hand side here you can see multiple, I'm gonna call them channels. I'm not sure if the proper name is. I'm pretty new to Discord, so you're gonna see MidJourney here on Discord and left, but that's not the first step. What you need to do in order to get into this MidJourney room or channel is I'm going to go ahead and go to midjourney.com. Don't mind the rest of the string here, it's mid-journey.com, and I'll link in the description. And you just want to say join the beta. It might also launch directly in your web browser, because Discord also works in your web browser. So firstly, you want to click on join the beta. So once it actually launches Discord, it will pretty much launch in your browser. Or you might even have the desktop app. And I personally like using the desktop app. It just feels like a separate component rather than using it on a website. So but they basically do this relatively the same things. So I'm just going to keep it to the desktop in the website to keep it simple. What you want to do basically is on the left-hand side here, you're going to try and find the MidJourney icon. Once you launch from the site, it's this black and white icon. And then, don't worry about everything else right now, but you actually want to scroll down here on the left-hand side where it says General Image Gen or Newbie Rooms, Newcomer Rooms. Either one is fine. I'm just going to go ahead and pick one. It doesn't really matter, maybe one that doesn't have as much traffic. They all are pretty busy usually, so keep that in mind. The way it works is that you're going to be interacting with it through text prompts. You're going to be typing in words in this little chat area in order for you to generate images. Now, it's not super user friendly, so it is what it is, and here is pretty much how you're going to work with it. Here it says at the bottom, message General 9, I'm going to say / and imagine. And here I'm going to type in something like fruits in a bowl, comma, cinematic lighting. I'm a very realistic, so I'm giving it basically short phrases and descriptors in order to figure out what I want. If there's a whole I guess you could say science to writing text prompts, and if you hear them called prompts, that's what most people call them. And we're going to get into that later. If you have any interest in learning more about that, or check out my Instagram where I have a highlight reel regarding prompts, I'm going to link that in the description as well in case you want to see how to do that, and I'll make more videos if you're interested, so I'm going to say enter after I'm done writing something as a test, and what you will find is it will say waiting to start, and it goes and starts. And we'll have a percentage. And as it's rendering, you'll see other people also start rendering below you, so the way to find your image or your generation is going to be highlighted in orange, which allows you to know where yours are in the sea of other images, so it's going to go ahead and start rendering, and once it's done, it's going to generate these 4 different versions of whatever that you've typed in. And the way this works is that once it's done generating, you'll be able to decide whether or not you would like one of these in a larger format, or if you would like to perhaps regenerate more images based off of the one that you like the most. Or upscale it so it's done, and as you notice, once it's done, it disappears. Like, where did it go? It doesn't make it very obvious, so what happens is you have to scroll all the way down again, and it renders it, and the reason why it does that is because everything falls in chronological order based off when it is done, not started. So you can see here mine's at 114, someone else made one underneath mine, and so forth. It's really busy. So I can actually click on this thumbnail and see a bigger version. You can see here that it actually did a pretty okay job. It figured out what fruits look like, and a variety of fruits in a bowl, and for some reason knew that humans like to eat a variety of different fruits in a bowl, so there you go, at different angles and different colors. So that's how you do it. Now you might be asking, isn't there an easier way to kind of play with this and keep things organized? There is. I'm going to show you at the end, so please stay tuned. I'll show you a really nice workflow, but it does require a subscription, so I'm not going to talk about that just yet. Last but not least, we have a refresh button. So if you click on that, it's going to refresh your results. So yeah, let's go ahead and go to our rendered version of the bowl that we liked. Hello everyone, today I wanted to talk a little bit about the images before me. As you can tell, they are beautiful, and the funny thing is that actually none of them are handmade. They're all made from artificial intelligence. Today I'm going to talk about AI art especially, and specifically MidJourney, and how to use it and get it set up. And this is made in July of 2022, so things might change in